Oh, dear.
Hello and welcome to episode 45 of Oh Dear, presented by Bo's Bar and Stage, coming to you for the very first time from Communal Creative Studios in their brand new location at Parkland Audio in Gasoline Alley. Very excited to be here. We'll chat more about the new space in a second because it is very nice. And of course, a very special hello to our viewers. I don't know if it's plural or not, but either way, on Rogers TV, and our apologies as well, which you probably don't care. Just our apologies to Rogers having to run reruns because we haven't put out a new episode in a little bit. 2025 has gotten a little bit away from us, but we're back, hopefully a little more consistent this time. But I mean, it would be, honestly, who knows?
Yeah, don't worry, Rogers, we're putting out now.
That's because you've had a little bit to drink.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lot.
Oh yeah.
I'm Ted Emmett. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to Oh Dear. We don't know why you keep listening, but we're glad you do. Unfortunately, no Dustin or Walsh tonight. They couldn't help us break in the new studio, which at least means Dustin won't be putting any new dents in the roof, which is good news for CCS. But still have a pretty not bad crew with us tonight, starting with the guy who's really benefiting from everyone else's flakiness. He got a lot of turns at the table in the old studio, but now he gets to be back to being a couch person, but still the same as everyone else because we're all couch or chair people now. The athlete Kevin Strybosch, welcome back.
Thank you. This is great. It's a beautiful place. I don't want to reveal where the old studio was, but the outside is also very nice compared to where we used to be. But yeah, we're in the middle of fake spring right now, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go outside running a little bit.
Loser.
Yeah, ran into
both done it.
Well, light dog.
Yeah, you guys have probably done more than I have.
Yeah, you
weirdos. Well, but yeah, back to dealing with people with terrible path etiquette. So
yeah,
it's been a frustrating start, but nonetheless, at least it's sunny.
Just shoot them all.
A smile. Kill him with kindness. All right, saved you on that. Now I don't have to cut that part.
Okay, good.
And hey, we may even have this guy for a full episode, but maybe not because he's already looking at his watch. But Andrew Russell, sorry to inconvenience you.
Yeah, I've got some important stuff going on. Some big deals cooking.
Well, I mean, that's good, but you know what? You're here for the full time this time. That's it. How's everything going? Other than the big deals that are cooking.
It's pretty good. Pretty good, kid.
Yeah.
Nice.
And hey, you're back on the couch. Well, you're always on the couch, but with someone you haven't been on the couch with in a long time. After one episode absence, coworker Aaron back with us. Aaron, I know better than to pump your ego, but I really need you to carry this whole podcast tonight, I think. So I'm going to tell you, we had several comments from last episode that you were very much missed not being on there. None of those comments were from anyone in this room.
That's so
nice.
nice.
But still, yeah. So
I'm so pleased. I'm happy to be back. I'm very happy to be a couch person again with you, Andrew. It feels like returning to our roots. Yeah, this is going to be good. I've already had some rum, so here we go.
Aaron, can I just say you look adorable tonight?
Thank you. I feel very evenly lit.
we spent a lot of time. We already did our interview, and Aaron asked a complete stranger, do I look adorable in this light?
No. I was asking Riley, and I was begging him to just tell me I didn't look terrible. And all he did was compliment his own lighting.
Yeah.
I even noticed his haircut.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even say I looked fine.
I think you asked, Riley, do I look beautiful? And he said, you look well lit.
Which is just a compliment.
He was referring to the alcohol.
That's it. Honey, does this dress make me look fat? You look very well lit. Yeah, that's a very diplomatic answer. Hey, let's skip ahead and say thank you to Riley from Communal Creative Studios for hosting us at this great brand new studio. Ryan was here earlier, also sporting
hair
a great
looked
mullet.
great. Yeah.
But congratulations, Riley, to you and Ryan, everyone at CCS on the big move. Studio looks amazing, and we're very excited for all of the weird things we're going to get to do in here. Oh, and Ryan Lund is here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that.
All right, moving right along.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the intro. Happy to be back. It's been a few months. Fuck off, Andrew.
Yeah, you got to get used to the new mic. You got to be
there.
vigilant with the mic stands now. Yeah.
I'll echo Kevin's sentiments. This new studio looks way nicer than the old one. A lot roomier. Temperature controlled, which is nice. And yeah, there's a lot of shenanigans we can get into here. So I'm really looking forward to what we can create in this space.
And let's be fair though. The old studio was very good to us. We appreciated it a lot, especially compared to doing Zoom podcasts in everyone's basement. But big upgrade that we definitely don't deserve.
Hold on. Now I think we do deserve it. We've been doing this for a while now. We are Red Deer's #1 podcast.
That doesn't mean we're good.
No.
Well, we're Red Deer podcast.
Yeah. So we should get the best studio, which I do think we have.
Yeah.
That's true.
But hey, let's get into the Glad game. It kind of is something different. Usually, a lot of times we talk about stuff that kind of affects anyone in this room. But I saw that Lindsay Thurber High School, I think it was last year, they started an esports team. So like gaming, basically, which has taken off over the last, I don't know how many years. But not only do they have this club now, there's students that are one student in the top 500 in Canada and top 3,000 in the world, which doesn't sound great until I read that there's 90 million active players for this game, Rocket League, which I know Riley's a big fan of. It's a fun game, but I just thought it was cool to have, a little more outside the box achievements that for students. And like, you can make so much money doing the esports thing now and streaming. And I just think it's great for Lindsay Thurber. I don't know if any other schools in Red Deer have embraced the esports thing yet, but look, I think video games are great in a lot of ways. And I think it's proven that playing them as a kid, it improves your motor skills.
Well, depending on the game.
Yeah.
Some games you do actually have to do a lot of reading. I've never played this Rocket League before, but I have played other video games.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, a little bit of a brag. Question for you guys. What game would you be able to be high ranked in Canada or the world? Like what video game would be like your game of choice where you think you're one of the better players?
If the game was Skyrim and the goal was to decorate your houses well.
Yeah?
Yeah. I didn't like doing any of the scary missions, but
So like you would play Fortnite and probably just build like houses.
I don't understand
do the same thing.
Fortnite.
I've started playing it. Like I know I'm way behind, but it's hard to figure out.
I did like Fable and Skyrim. I did a lot of time on World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, I played that for a few years.
But I loved having adorable animals follow me. Again, I don't want to raid dungeons.
Yeah, you probably had a couple sick mounts, so hey.
Sure did.
Yeah, you did.
Big white tiger.
Yeah.
I don't know if like for me, the game I actually just played Fable 3 all the way through like a couple months ago. But I don't know, that's not really a game you could be ranked on. I don't know. I don't think I'm that good at any particular video game, but we'll talk about it a bit later. But I know I'm better than Lund at Mario Kart.
You were.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. It's a new year.
Beat me last year.
New year, new Lund.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
I haven't played since, but I feel like I'm better just because I've thought about it a lot.
I also schooled some kids in 007 GoldenEye the other night.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Slap you to
I mean,
death.
I don't know. I played a bunch of sports games growing up. But like the kids nowadays that play NHL, like I'm not going to be even close to what they can do. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say like Tiger Woods or like PGA Tour. I got pretty good at those games. And I think if I like really worked at it, I could probably get pretty good.
You ever play a game?
You ever do anything fun?
No, I don't. No, I actually started playing Fortnite with my kids, just as like a bonding thing with my kids. And then also it started with me and a couple of my buddies wanted to play against our kids.
Yeah, just to show them who was still boss.
I got like addicted to it to the point where like I was coming home at night and I was craving to go play Fortnite. And so I had to like shut it off. Like I just completely shut it down and I haven't played it in like 3 years because it's super addictive. It's funny, like, we limit our kids' screen time, but the amount of time that like they'll sit there and play video games for 8 hours, if like untouched, they won't even move if you let them. Like it's insane how addictive those games are.
Those developers are so sneaky. They always put in all those.
Well, and it's brilliant too because
in-game purchases and stuff too. That the kid like Minecraft. My 6-year-old nephew, like he started watching YouTube videos about Minecraft and then played it, and that's literally how he like learned to read.
There we go. Yeah.
Right? Like, and he's sitting there watching him play, and he's like, "This is obsidian. It's so and so, and this is the rocks." I'm like, "What? Oh my god!" So like, definitely circling back to this whole the esports team at the high school. Like, there's a lot of benefit to video games as long as you do have to manage your screen time.
Well, and kids can't do it. Like they can't self-regulate. Like you have to, as a parent, help them regulate and like go outside and see the sun, right? Like, it actually makes me think back to when we were kids and like we'd take off on our bikes all day and just be gone for most of the day, right? Like, or you'd go out in the forest and play kick the can or whatever.
Where did that
right?
get us? Ninja's making like millions of dollars a year on Twitch and all that.
Yeah, but there's only probably a handful of gamers that are making a living doing it.
All kids want to be YouTubers now. That's like, you ask my oldest what he wants to be when he grows up. He's like, I want to be a YouTuber, Dad. And I'm like, okay, like you and 46 million other kids.
I know, but it's crazy how much kids watch YouTube. And I even tell my nephew, like, my niece, they're like, "Oh, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, we watched your stuff. It's not very good."
They would never.
They just want all the lame like reaction, the videos that we watch. Be like, "This is terrible," but they just want it's people reacting to stuff or talking over video games or anything like that. But
they just don't get it, man.
But I mean, I don't know. These high school kids clearly get it because I'm sure, like, you join an esports team, you can make a lot of money. You can win a lot of money in tournaments. I remember a kid in my grade 9 class won like $25,000 in a Halo tournament.
I also think there's a difference now. Like when we were playing games, like when I played The Sims, you had to be a mini developer to like import new skins and stuff. And now it's all drag and drop and a lot easier. But I think, well, a lot of us grew up with like, you were doing a lot of coding to make things happen. So you were learning a lot of skills. I don't know if that's still the same with gaming these days, but like even like Neopets to like hack it and stuff
that makes me think of like the Need for Speed games where you probably spend like 60% of your time like working on your car and 40% of the time actually like racing and playing games.
That's part of the fun of it sometimes. It's like doing the building and stuff. I know people who spend like a year making their own golf course on the PGA games and stuff, and then you like win awards and stuff. Like my co-host Matt, he has a golf course that's on the PGA 2K games that he made, and you can go play anytime.
Cool.
Like, it's nuts.
That's pretty cool. My game, since you guys all got to list your game, would have been Blades of Steel.
Oh yeah, you didn't say a game.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm not into all the new
I don't know what
sports
that is.
games.
It's a hockey game.
It's from
Super Nintendo?
No,
Nintendo 64, right?
No, that's original Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Oh.
So was your favorite guy the fat guy, the medium guy, or the skinny guy? Oh yeah, you had to get a good balanced team because the skinny guy was super quick, but the fat guy would just run him over. Like if the fat guy caught him,
I played that so much.
He was destroyed.
I was good with any team. I figured out how to pass that game. I won so many Stanley Cups. I just liked all the celebrations too, where they're all just pumping their arms and
it's a classic.
around.
It's a legit classic.
Yeah. So anyway, that would be my game.
I don't know if you can play that on the internet, but
I'm sure you could.
No, you can get them on Switch. So Switch can actually download all the old like NES and Super Nintendo and N64 games. So I was playing Super Mario 3 because my kids had downloaded this thing, and like I think I died like 75 times before I passed the game. And it reminded me why nobody got addicted to video games back in the day, because they were frustrating as hell. They were so hard, right?
Yeah.
The games nowadays are they're designed to addict you. It's brilliant. They're way more fun now than they used to be.
I don't know.
It depends.
No, they are way more fun.
Oh, they're way more fun.
To them, for sure. Yeah. All right. Well, we already did some shooting the breeze, but now we'll officially get in to shooting the breeze.
Pew pew. Sorry, I forgot to do the guns. Pew pew.
You ran out of breath that second time,
I did.
I think.
And I have to pick up my papers from being angry.
Yeah. From something that might even be cut.
It better be.
I don't know what you're angry about.
We won't get into it.
Oh, she's been drinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Quick reminder, we're getting ever closer to Wannabe, a Spice Girls tribute at Beau's Bar and Stage. Aaron, you got 2 things now you need to make sure you get a babysitter for.
No, I know. Although I will say, so we have a little Yodo player for Kenzie, and I got her like the Spice Girls like greatest hits little card. Big fan. Indoctrinating her young into...
I always thought she was a smart baby.
Right? Yeah. Spice Girls, baby.
I could see it. Like,
oh, she loves it.
She gonna be the Spice Girl for Halloween?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We got her Spice Girls, Beatles, and Queen.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
that's a
we're
good
really-
mix.
Yeah.
A lot of Brits. Yeah.
We were
mean,
we
that's-
were asked to get her Coco Melon, and I said no, thank you. And so we went a direction that we appreciated.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, yodel players, great.
I have no idea what a yodel player is.
It's a little kid's
Record player.
kind of like a record player. It just has little
It
like
doesn't yodel. I heard a squeak come from you.
Oh, it's-
Let's hear your best yodel.
Yodel, yodel, yodel,
That's actually pretty good.
that was really
Wow.
good. No, that was Sound of Music worthy.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Yoto, Yoto.
Oh,
I heard yodel first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard you
Sorry.
start to squeak. I'm like, he's gonna try and fucking yodel. I
Yeah,
can't
I know.
wait.
Yeah.
He didn't just
And then
try;
you
he
stopped
succeeded.
yourself.
Well, I was trying to figure out how to yodel. Well, that's why I stopped.
Oh, sound effects guy never lets us
Yeah.
down. All right, something I think we've got to talk about. I was going to do this for the Glad game, but I think, I wanted to keep the Glad game short. That didn't happen. But we haven't had an episode since the big inaugural pickleball tournament that happened, and a lot happened at that tournament. But Dustin's not here. He was kind of one of the people that spearheaded it. I was on the committee for it, but Dustin, some of his other co-workers at the Outreach Center and the Hockey Alberta Foundation, and Nathan Giesbrecht of IG Private Wealth Management, who is a great community guy. We work with him too, doing some radio stuff. But it was an unbelievable tournament. Couldn't have gone better for the first one. I know Lund and Strybosch, you were there, and almost everyone had a good time, right, Kevin?
What a day it was. Oh man. I had a great day. I played lots of pickleball. And I just also happened to have to go to the hospital in the middle of the day.
What happened, man?
After the first game? My partner, who happens to be my landlord and roommate.
Your partner in life.
And
Yeah,
fiance.
and future wife. Decided not to stretch before everything.
Let's not blame the victim here.
All right, fine. She tore her Achilles like halfway through the first game, like full blown, fell over. It sucked.
Had surgery 2 days later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
She came back to watch the rest of the day. That was the best.
yeah,
part.
so we're in like a really good game in the first game. Hey, she's just as competitive as I am, so that's probably why this ended up happening anyways. And she was kind of like behind me, so I didn't really see it happen, but like she like lunged for the ball, pop,
Ugh.
and then kind of just like fell straight down. She said she just like lost all her momentum. And then when I turned around and I saw that she was in pain, I kind of like knew right away. I was
Oh,
like,
you weren't like, get up.
You're embarrassing.
no,
me.
just like the mechanism of it. There's unless she like rolled her ankle, there's not really anything else that it could have been. And so she was kind of like just went like straight into shock, and it was like I honestly just felt really bad because there were so many people there,
Yeah.
and she's like hates attention, and so she's like laying on the ground, and Dustin came over. So Dustin and I are like carrying her out to basically sit down so I can like run out and pull my car around and whatever. So pulled my car around, took her to the hospital. Now, fortunately enough, she works in the emergency room at the hospital, so got a few perks there, which was nice. And then she told me to come back. So I didn't just leave her at the hospital. She told me to come back.
You had a big game to play.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Showdown,
And like she was posted up in the break room, basically just waiting for a doctor. And she's like, "You may as well just go back." And I said,
All right.
I would love to."
Yes, I have sporting to do.
Yeah, exactly. So
Did
I
you
would
argue at least like one time just to put up a front?
Oh yeah,
No,
I was
can
like,
stay.
no,
Okay.
like I'll stay here. Don't worry about it. And she's like, go. And I was like, okay,
Bye.
See you later. So yeah, then she saw the doctor and all that, and by the time she got like air casted and everything, we were just about to start our oh dear game. So I told her, nope, sorry, can't come pick you up. So sent some friends to go pick her up.
Oh, that's nice of you. Yeah.
Yeah, got in my banana romper and dance like the monkey.
And at
I
least
am.
you guys won.
And then Walsh and I beat Lund and Dustin in a very interesting, heated battle of pickleball. And so anyways, all in all, great day. I think I won the Division 5 championship, went home with a medal.
E division.
Yeah.
But did you wear yours out to the strip club like someone else did?
Who? Not me.
I didn't hear that part of the story.
So Lund was subbing for the Bose team because Dustin from Bose had to leave, so he wasn't actually in the finals, but he still won a medal, and he wore it all night. Proud, and that's all we want.
So he should
from it, and you two can attest to it. It was an unbelievable day. Like I do want to give a shout out to everyone, the Outreach Center and the Hockey Alberta Foundation, and Nathan and his team at IG Private Wealth Management. But really the community, because this was something that had never been done before. We had 80 teams, so we were almost like pretty much full in there, and it was awesome. Everyone came to play too. Like they had a lot of fun. Alex was like the second. It was the second game of the day, and that was the second Achilles injury we'd already had, so we're like, oh my god. So big shout out to St. John's Ambulance, who they volunteer, like they're all volunteers and they come out, so they were busy early on, and then later on it was like, anything else happened? There's the only other injury we've had is a paper cut from one of your lunch vouchers. so it calmed down after that, but we're looking forward to doing it again this year. And I know like Lund and Kevin are a prime example of people who just came out, and most people had never played before. They're like, hey, this is a great community thing. It's for a couple of great causes, and it was actually amazing to see how into it everyone was too.
It was really cool because 80 teams. I'd say at least like 60-70% of people had never played pickleball before, so a lot of first timers. And then there's probably like 10 teams that were pickleball players, like there were some very, very good players there. Like very intense, very good.
Your dad was like almost won. It basically came down to points why he wasn't in the final.
Oh yeah, him and his partner did good. They had a good battle with our buddy Keith. Yeah, and I think they beat him by 2, and he definitely let Henderson know about it. And but it's just like everyone I talked to said, oh yeah, I've never done this before. It was a blast. I'm definitely coming back next year. It's just such a unique event. I mean, pickleball is exploding right now, so maybe there might be more other events might happen in the future. But for right now, it's really the only
the first
big pickleball event where it's not like a competitive I mean, there's great players, but it's mainly a for fun socializing event where you get to have some beer, some Legend water, and head to Bose for to celebrate your gold medal.
Well, we had a team say, hey, we just lost a game 50-3. We're like, oh my god. And they're like, yeah, but hey, we're like, sign us up next year. We're still coming back. Because it's like, I don't know, golf's like we were trying to have the golf tournament atmosphere, but with golf, if you're not that good, it can be not that much fun, right? Even if you're on a team with people who don't care, where this is like, it's pickleball. It's just, and it's pretty intuitive. You can kind of learn it pretty quick. So we'll put Andrew Russell and Associates down for 2 teams next year.
I'd like to keep my Achilles intact.
This guy's
so actually
send people
stretch out a little bit.
So interestingly enough, I was talking to John McKinnon, who's a partner with Legend Water. I was talking to him about the event, and he was like, yeah, he's like second game of the day, someone blew out their Achilles, but I didn't realize it was Alex.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
It was something. But then she might have been the MVP of the whole day, because she came back to watch the end of the pickleball and then went out to Bose after.
Yeah, what a trooper.
I think she became Lund's dad's favorite human.
I couldn't believe it.
My dad sees her pull up. He's like, she's here? Didn't she just tear her Achilles? And I was like, yeah. Why is she here? Like, shouldn't she be resting?
She's drinking off the pain.
Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, in her mind, she was like, I mean, I either just gonna sit at home and be sad, or at least I can come to Bose and hang out with people and like kind of have some happiness in my life.
Yeah, she's putting on a few good painkillers. Mix in a couple wobbly pops, you get a nice little...
But you know what? That's really all you could do. People could be like, they could just sit at home and be like, oh, my next however many months is going to suck. But and we, as the pickleball organizers, we thank Alex for not making a big scene about it either. But it just happened. It wasn't even, it's just one of those, it was like an Aaron Rodgers injury where you just step wrong and it happened. But it should be like ready to go hopefully for the wedding, right? At least you guys aren't getting married in the spring.
So literally like first thing I think she asked the doctor was like, can I walk down the aisle in September? And they said, yes, you can. So she should be fine. She's still not quite walking, which is not great. It's been like 6 weeks now, I think, but she's starting to put weight on it a little bit. And then, but she should have no problems by September. So.
But everyone walks down the aisle. How about you get to like use that little one leg, peg leg scooter down the aisle? That's memorable. I'll remember that wedding forever.
Just a little bit of innovation.
Yeah, I don't think that's the messaging Alex needs to hear, Ted.
She doesn't listen to this.
That's true.
Yeah, only if she's here, and she's not tonight.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
But no, thank you everyone who came and supported that pickleball tournament. It's going to be again at the end of January next year. So if you're already interested, we've had lots. We're going to hopefully at like close to double the amount of teams we can take next year. So you just get at us at Oh Dear if you're interested in signing up a team. All right, well, we took a quick little break, and right after talking about getting a paper cut on like a piece of cardboard, Erin is, you know what? Thank you for staying, though. You're really persevering through this with your paper cut that no one else has even seen blood yet. But
I'm incredibly brave.
Yeah.
No, I have a napkin wrapped around it. I just want to bleed on my white t-shirt.
Yeah. A paper cut survivor.
I truly am.
Well, don't get blood on that couch either.
No, I know. No. It was a previous wound that I reopened.
You had a previous paper cut and you got a new paper cut.
No, exactly, I just reopened it because the cards we were looking at caught the skin flap and it's
you got to be more careful.
I know.
Is that what you told Alex after she tore her?
I waited a little bit on that. I don't think she was in the right mindset for me to.
I don't think she ever will be.
No.
Yeah.
Although I felt vindicated when we went to her checkup with the surgeon, and the doctors are like, "Wow, your calves are really tight." And I've been telling her to stretch more for like years now. So
yeah, I could get her on a calf program.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Dad calves himself over here.
Yeah, my calves are fine all day.
Yeah. They are very fine. I'll tell you that much. Let's go from the best dad calves to the best dad beard because it's time for a Andrew Russell market update. You know, Andrew, let's be topical. I know tariffs probably not going to directly affect housing prices, right? Because the houses are in Canada, but still going to have an effect overall, like a ripple effect, right?
They'll affect new home prices just because there's so much material that comes out of the U.S., like furnaces, water tanks, plumbing lines, like there's a lot of new home material. And so new homes are already a little bit more expensive, and generally people are okay with paying a little more for a new home because you're getting a brand new house. No one's used it. It's, everything's brand new. It's got a warranty. You're not gonna have to spend any money on it for at least 10 years. Like there's kind of some benefits and perks there, but we need new homes right now. Like there's such a shortage of inventory, and the only way we can replace that is if people leave or if we build more new homes to accommodate all the people that have come in. So, and I realistically don't think anyone's going to leave. Alberta's economy is probably the best in the entire country right now. So, to give some breathing room to prices and give some breathing room to rental prices and all that kind of stuff, we need to bring more inventory into the market. So the tariffs could absolutely have an impact because, development of new apartment buildings and rentals and just single family new homes for people, if prices keep going up for that, well, then obviously it's going to drive resale prices up as well. So it definitely could have an impact. I'm not sure it's going to slow anything down, but there's already struggles like trying to buy new homes under probably $450 right now is getting pretty tough. Like you can't really buy anything new under $450. It's not really a thing. So yeah, it's going to sting a little bit if they actually stick. I'm fingers crossed hoping that in a month or so that we'll
be another month back. Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe. And ultimately, if you look historically, tariffs have always been put in temporarily and then removed. So I'm fingers crossed hoping that's what's going to happen.
And really quick, I guess, could the tariffs have effect on home sales just in the fact that people, like if they have to spend more on a lot of other things, just won't have that money to spend on a house right away, especially obviously a new build?
There's definitely fear around it. It's more so the affordability side of things. And I guess the kind of sub 500 market is so in demand right now that stuff is still, everything is multiple offers. It's selling over list. Once you get into the higher end, it's a lot slower. And I think there is some kind of trepidation from people in terms of they're just kind of hanging tight to see what happens. There's certainly fear around, the cost of living is already up so much. Is it going to go up more? And so the saving grace is that interest rates have come down. And likely if this keeps going on, they're for sure going to keep coming down. So there'll be a little bit of relief in that side of things. But realistically, it's going to slow things down. I know throughout the country, it is definitely slowing down, the BC Ontario markets, which have actually been slow for the last couple of years. Our market is still so high in demand that I don't think it's going to have a massive impact here, but certainly we're going to feel it with new homes, if nothing else.
Thank you, Andrew. Now it is time to go in to Deer Call. I think you've kind of settled on that sound.
Well, someone played me the real Deer Call.
Andrew brought one in.
Yeah, I think I was away. That was the episode I was away for. And yeah, I think that one just feels the most natural.
There's nothing even remotely close to a Deer Call.
No, but for anyone who didn't know, like he could sell it.
I'm calling very specific deer.
Yeah.
What type of deer is that?
Like the slow deer.
Like the deer that got shot but didn't die?
Or the dumber deer that are easier to shoot.
The one that hit his head a little too hard?
Yeah.
Did we get any feedback on Andrew's deer calls?
No
That's
one.
good news, actually.
Yeah.
I think if they were really bad, you would have heard.
Yeah, I could have done better for sure, but I'm a new hunter. It's fine.
Don't you just blow into the thing and it does the job?
No, it's a little more.
I saw a video of a deer call competition, and it is very suggestive.
Very nuanced.
Yeah.
It's a process.
No.
All right, so on to the Deer Call. I think I was inspired by this one while the Oscars just happened at the time of this recording. It was a couple of days ago. And talking about Matthew Lillard with Chris in our interview, who I'm just such a huge fan of Scream. And I think he was Stu Macher and Billy Loomis, right? Those are their names, the characters in Scream. Two of the best, I think, movie villains and the original kind of slasher, plot twist. Very iconic. So I just asked everyone, we put the post on social media as we always do, who's the best movie villain of all time? If you comment, then you're going to be in the draw for one of two $25 gift cards to Cilantro and Chive. One of our winners, Brittany, as well as Amanda, Chrissy, and Jerry, said, now I even looked at a bunch of lists, and every list, Darth Vader was number one.
What do you mean lists? Just the
all
people
the
that responded?
the list if you
the
Google
10 best
the
movie
best
villains.
movie
Yeah.
Villains?
No, I said villains.
Oh, okay. We'll play back the tape.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think Darth Vader, I think when you look at the era and everything too, it was just a new type of villain. And that was one of the first bigger plot twists and stuff. And then when you get the newer movies, I think when you look at Anakin Skywalker and his pathway to evil, I think he's a very iconic villain. I don't know if he's the best villain, but he's very iconic.
I was more of a Star Trek than a Star Wars. So if you're a Borg, fine. Yeah. But
I would agree with the Darth Vader, but not the Anakin Darth Vader.
The original,
the James Earl Jones. It's Darth amazing Vader, he lost that much weight to play the character. That's dedication.
Melissa, our other winner of a $25 gift card, said Michael Myers, from the Halloween movies. So that's going back it was a different type of slasher movie than the Scream and everything that came out after it, but still a very terrifying human being.
I think so. Michael Myers, slasher, Freddy Krueger, all very scary. Those movies will scare the shit out of me. I think a villain is more terrifying when they have conviction in how right they are. So any character that Christoph Waltz has ever played, he believes that he is correct. He does not care who it hurts to be right. And I think that is even more terrifying than just a ghoulish slasher, because that conviction in their beliefs makes them way more terrifying and way more calculating and way more willing to step on anybody to get the result that they're looking for.
Are we having a fire drill?
Well said.
Is there a muster station we have to meet at?
Muster.
Oh, that's
The
the
mustard
ambulance
for-
coming for Aaron's finger.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
The boo-boo bus.
Yeah. But I agree with that. I think too, like when villains are more like, I don't know if it's understated, but it is like, yeah, this is just like it's beyond a villain. It's just like psychopath.
A monster.
Can I give you an example of what you're saying? Would Thanos fall into that category?
Never watched it.
But you know what? On the lists of like the best villain, no one mentioned him though.
Because Thanos, that's what I thought made him, because he really believed
he's
he was
doing the right thing. Exactly.
And I think that's why he was so good.
Yeah.
Yes, the answer is
Okay, good.
100%. Yeah. But Rob and Gary did say Colonel Hans Landa from Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was like,
yeah,
for Christoph Waltz was just, I don't even like, it's just that first, he was so good in that
terrifying.
movie too.
Also, hot take, Nazis are bad. Always have been, always will be.
Oh yeah. No, I think I said
official
that. Yeah.
O'Dear stance.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
you said that before.
Yeah.
I think Aaron and Andrew might know who this is. I'm very interested if Lund or the athlete can tell me who Norman Bates is, because that's who a different Brittany said.
Norman Bates is a serial killer. Like real sick motherfucker.
What movie?
Psycho.
Oh. Was that a guess, or did you actually know?
No, I watched that in university film class.
Oh, you did a film class in university too?
I did.
Yeah, that was actually like, I didn't do much university, but that was still like the best thing I ever did was take that course. We watched that movie too.
I don't know if I've heard of it. I don't know if I've seen the movie or not though.
No, and then there was a Bates Motel show too, but like the original Norman Bates, man, that was too. And maybe Kevin learned about this too, how they like just used camera angles and stuff to portray. Like you watch the movie again, they're telling you the whole time that he's a bad guy because everything's looking down at him and like shadows on his face and stuff. But that's an understated movie villain because you don't know he's, spoiler alert for Psycho, you don't know he's the villain till the very end.
Well, great.
Now I'm not going to watch.
No, I don't get to see it. So that is a good point, though. Like the director, it's like he gets half the credit for making the villain a great villain.
It's all of it. Yeah, it's
not all of it. The actor gets some credit.
No, it's all everything. It's the actor, director, all of that. But and of course, this is no one's going to really argue with this. David and Kayleen. And I know someone else said it, but I didn't get their name down. But Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, it's tough to argue against that.
Yeah,
I stand by like very incredible job, but like the chaos villain, I think
but he still had conviction in what he was doing.
Sure, but it was in chaos.
I think for me, he was just so much different than anything he's ever done before.
Yes.
And it was like, that's Heath Ledger.
Yeah. No, and you bought into the character.
Yeah.
100%.
5 minutes after seeing it, you're like, you forget it's Heath Ledger playing. You believe he's the Joker.
There's that, but the writing in it too, like the way all of these ploys he had and stuff, and like the way he broke out of jail and all of that. Yeah, it was very good. Colin and Calder both said a classic. I don't know that there's anything special about this guy other than it's a great name to say, but Hans Gruber from the original Die Hard, which of course, Professor Snape.
Yeah.
Right, also a villain. Villain. There, right there. I fucked up. Also a villain, Snape.
Yeah.
Never a good guy.
Well, that's debatable.
Yeah. Did you see the end?
Yeah. No, certified bad boy.
Well, but he was doing it for a good reason.
So on that note, though, Erica said Voldemort. I shouldn't have just said his name, but I think he was a good villain. But I don't know. I find that movies based on books, you're not as surprised by like what a villain does.
Yeah, but I don't think you have to like villainy doesn't have to be surprising.
Yeah. I can touch on this because
because I read the books.
No, because
I learned about it in film school.
I watch no movies.
Yeah.
So right now, Alex and I are going through the Harry Potter series. So I'm like learning all this stuff as I'm going. So I think we're on the 5th one. Like we're getting into like the shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Snape was Harry Potter's dad or what Voldemort does at the end. So no spoilers, please.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then we'll move on to.
But anyways, I also didn't read the books, so I know Voldemort's bad, but I don't know.
What about Malfoy? Ew.
Yeah, he wasn't a
he
very good
sucks.
villain though. He was kind of a little bitch.
Everyone
Yeah.
His dad turned out to be a little
like everyone
bitch, too.
everyone knew that kid in elementary school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone had a Malfoy in their class.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Dylan said this is more, maybe not best movie villain of all time, but the cheapest character to play with in GoldenEye on N64. Odd Job.
Yeah, the little guy.
Yeah. Which I don't know. He was
Not the what do you mean the cheapest? Like you're cheating?
He's
Well,
the hardest to
especially
hit.
if you
He's so
played-
tiny.
He's
Yeah.
tiny, and if you played slappers only too, like one hit kills, you could
Slappers
never
only.
get him. But I don't know, maybe an understated Bond. There's so many Bond movies, it's hard to keep track of the villains. But he was definitely a memorable one because he was just this little guy who threw his hat. Oh, where are we
With
at?
incredible accuracy
Yeah.
and deadly force.
Yeah, and for such a little guy, it's amazing he'd huck that hat
Yeah.
that hard.
But speaking of Bond villains, I did it too.
It's hard.
Spreading
be
on
that
the couch.
coach.
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz, Bond villain.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
I just watched that movie
Yeah.
on a plane the other days.
Erica and Lisa said a great one. One of the best acting performances of all time, too. Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to argue that he's one of the best villains.
I think that the lotion in the basket scarier.
Ugh.
Oh, Buffalo Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Scarier
is-
than Hannibal
Has anyone
Lecter.
actually seen that movie? Like,
Yeah.
we all know the
Yeah.
scenes. I've never actually
I've
watched
seen
it.
all.
I've
I've seen
I don't
all
know.
three. Yeah.
I don't know if I've actually seen
I've
the
watched
whole.
it.
I have
I've
not.
watched it.
I know the lotion on the skin, or it gets
Yeah.
the hose.
It's a hard
and,
watch, but
Yeah.
it's worth
Yeah.
watching them. They're really good movies.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
fava beans.
Fava beans.
Ugh.
Shane said this is a movie I've never seen. I don't know how. Bill the Butcher from Gangs
Oh,
New York. So that's
yes.
Daniel Day-Lewis. So I
Yes,
can already
he did
assume.
an incredible job in that role.
or even him in that oil man.
No Country for Old Men?
no.
No.
That was Javier.
Yeah. Javier Bardem.
Oh yeah, he's another good one. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, the oil movie.
There Will Be Blood.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
They
good
came
in.
out in the same year, didn't
Yeah,
they? Or
he's usually
wasn't
in
it?
like a movie every 5 years. But
He's retired.
Yeah.
He's been retired like
Yeah.
4 different times.
he's just getting ready to play a retired guy. So he's just method acting right now. This is a weird one. Liesel said Mrs. Hannigan from Annie. So we're moving more into now like the more comedy type of villains.
But there's also something to be said for a villain who is supposed to be a nurturer,
Mm.
like Nurse Ratched or
Hal from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No one said him, but there are some of those coming up.
Or,
so maybe
what's
not
her
spoil the
name
list.
from Misery? Kathy Bates
Kathy
in
Bates.
Oh, I haven't
Misery.
seen
Yeah.
Like she,
Oh yeah, that's.
again, she's coming from a place of like, I will love you so much I'll hobble you.
But yeah, you're right. Like, and I've never seen any of the Annie movies, but
Mhm.
obviously they got a hard knock life in there, so that's coming
Truly.
from someone. This is again a movie I've never seen, but I already know because it's Meryl Streep. She probably does a phenomenal job. Julia and Lindsay said Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, I thought I was going with her in the bunny boiler. Way better
What?
villain in
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Is that the name of the movie?
No, fuck. She's obsessed with a man and she boils his bunny. Way worse than anything she
that
did.
sounds terrible.
Fatal.
Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
No, yeah, but that's not Meryl Streep.
No.
Okay,
Meryl Streep's-
someone referenced the boiling a bunny to me like 2 weeks ago and said it
Yeah.
was Fatal Attraction, which is
100%.
Glenn Close.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I got my women
Yeah.
confused.
But so obviously I got to assume you're a big Devil Wears Prada fan. Lon.
I've never seen the full movie, but I've seen clips.
Oh.
And
I
I've
don't think she's a villain.
I've seen the Office episode where Michael Scott watches that show and then acts like Meryl Streep. So I feel like I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
I think she's not good at people managing. I don't think
Yeah.
that makes her a
There's
villain.
different types of villains, though, as we're going to learn as we go down the list. And Miranda said, this is, I think, maybe number one, and Lund will agree with me, Miss Trunchbull.
Oh,
From Matilda.
Yeah.
It was like, first of all, every
Oh.
time I watch that movie, I'm like, how has no one reported this? How is this just happening at a school and
Yeah.
everyone's okay with it?
Eat your cake.
Yeah.
What was
Got to
that?
go in the chokey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the jokey. The
jokey.
jokey.
But I don't even know, like that. I don't think she's a very well-known actress, but she did such a good job.
Uh-huh.
in that
I
movie,
hated
just
her with
being
a
terrible.
vengeance.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's terrible.
Oh.
And like, look, should you ever pick up a girl by her pigtails and swing her around and throw her over a fence?
Probably,
No.
probably not.
No, but
A lot of teachers
hey,
do.
that's you got to admire that strength.
Man, the 90s were a different time.
Yeah, that was a weird movie. Dustin isn't here, but he of course makes sure that we talk about him anyways. He said Shooter McGavin, who was, I know on Twitter, was voted like a favorite movie villain.
I think that's like a very relatable villain because he's just a jerk.
Yeah.
Which can be a villain for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about best villain.
Yeah. It was just a good, it's anytime there's like a different type of villain, especially I think it's easy to be a good villain in a comedy because you can be funny about it and be like egregious, right? Like Miss Trunchbull or Shooter McGavin. Logan said White Goodman from Dodgeball, right? Who's just, again, he's just, because he's like, so it's, I like the villains too who are so comically unaware of how ridiculous they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Ben Stiller's good at playing those types of characters.
Yeah.
That makes me think of Sacha Baron Cohen in Talladega Nights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was like a very understated villain because he wasn't even like, I don't know.
It wasn't even really him. It was just like,
but I feel like he was like the guy didn't really want to be a villain, right? Like he tried, like, I don't know.
Like he's the bad guy in the movie, but is he really a villain?
No,
He was a
he
good
just
villain.
wanted to drive cars.
yeah.
And make out.
Yeah,
Don't we all?
Yeah.
He was a good villain in the movie
The
with Johnny
Dictator.
Depp with that was the musical with Johnny Depp, the barber.
Like Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, Sweeney Todd.
Oh, I
He
never
wasn't he
saw
a
it.
villain in that?
I don't know. I've never actually seen that, so I wouldn't even know.
I'll say he
You've been
was.
off on a lot of your movies today, so we're not gonna. Everyone,
Truly.
IMDb that. Christy said Mugatu with Will Ferrell and Zoolander. Again, like Will Ferrell as a villain is just perfect. Because I don't know if he's the best villain, but I don't know. Who doesn't say, am I taking crazy pills like all the time? That's one of the most iconic lines. Dr. Evil was another one that was mentioned.
That was the one I was doing.
Yeah. But again, that's just, I love comedy villains. So like a lot of mine too would be in that vein, but just, I don't know. I think ridiculous works for villains in a comedy, but then you see some over the top villains in movies that are supposed to be serious.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
The last one, Cheryl said, this one I didn't even think about, but I'm like, yeah, like very good villain was Scar.
Oh yeah, big time. That what actor played him?
I don't know whoever drew him.
No.
The voice actor.
Jeremy Irons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least in like the original, the cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sad.
I feel like Jeremy Irons has been a villain a few times.
Yeah.
He's got that voice.
Yeah, he does the voice and a bit of a villain look too. Yeah. So
I just watched Fern Gully, also excellent villain.
yeah, that is. And Fern Gully, that's also like, that's like an environmental
I
statement
know.
too.
It's
Yeah.
great.
So yeah, that's it for the list. So thank you to everyone who commented. I know Lund, we just took yours, but any other significant ones to throw in there?
Well, so it's funny. The last two you mentioned were the two I was thinking of. I was literally thinking of Scar.
Scar.
Yeah.
There's nothing like outside of the list that I could even think
Oh.
of. I don't know. I just find anybody who's like a bully in a movie, like I don't know why this popped into my head, but the little rich kid from the Little Rascals, the guy that steals Alfalfa's girl, and then tries to like
he's a
mess him up in the like boxcar race.
You don't have to reach a certain age to be a villain.
No, baby villains are for sure a thing.
Yeah, that guy popped in my head because he just seemed like a dick.
Yeah. It's the people who like, nobody thinks that they're the villain of their own story, right? Like,
So I feel like some guys know they're the bad guy.
they should, but you can't live with that. You have to think that you are 100% right and that what you're doing is okay.
I feel like in the real world, no one believes they're the bad guy. In movies, though.
But that's the trouble. Like, Scar is just a villain.
Yeah.
He's just killing his brother.
Well, because he thinks he deserves
should
to
be king.
Sure.
Yeah, but he's hanging out with hyenas.
Yeah.
And at least he was a planner. He was prepared.
I suppose.
Well, Andrew, do you have any or are they all cut like heroes in your mind?
Life's hard enough, man. I like a good comedy. Like Dr. Evil was like a defining character in my life growing up. And actually, funnily enough, so my kids got a hold of Austin Powers on streaming one day and like love the hell out of that movie.
Yeah.
Which part of me was like, I don't know if you guys are old enough for that. And then part of me was like, like I was pretty young when I watched it too. And I loved those movies growing up. Like I spent a lot of time quoting Austin Powers in junior high.
I thought of one. I don't know the guy's name, but the guy from Saw.
Yeah.
Jigsaw.
Jig-
I think his name was like Ralph. I don't know. Am I close? That was on a lot of. No one said that. That's on a lot of like the top lists.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah.
You know who no one meant, and maybe he's actually the worst villain, but the biggest villain of all time. No one mentioned Grandpa Joe from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh yeah, that lazy bum.
Yeah, that guy is maybe the most accidental villain of all time. Are you okay? Or
No,
do you need to do a
I've been
stretch?
sitting crunched up for too
Yeah.
long.
But I just wanted to use this opportunity to make sure everyone knows that Grandpa Joe is a villain.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
But no one.
I have one more
Oh.
that goes along with
Yeah.
that lines. Jenny.
Yes, that was.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
And look,
Yeah.
Jenny
went
had
through
it
a
rough.
rough time.
Jenny had it
Yeah.
rough. Jenny didn't mean to be a villain, but she was a
Ugh.
villain. And Forrest Jr. is not Forrest Gump's son.
No.
Fight me on it. He's not.
No.
There's no way.
He's too smart.
Hey,
Well, that's not what I was getting at.
don't ruin that movie for me saying shit like that.
Right, it's a
you
great.
know
It's my favorite
I think-
movie of
I
all
think it's- I
time.
think
My
it's his
favorite
I've
movie
probably
of all
seen it
time.
more than you.
I've seen it
No,
probably
he-
300 times, no joke.
Okay,
Andrew
that's what I
Andrew
mean.
could quote. I remember years
We should
ago,
have
you
a
could
we should have a
quote-
Forrest Gump quote off one time. I'm not kidding. We really
I
should.
think you guys are both confident enough in
Yeah.
yourselves that
Yeah.
like I think you
But-
both believe you're better
Yeah.
at that.
But Jenny, I
Never
agree.
the
Like
villain.
Jenny is a villain through no fault of her own.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hey,
now.
Jenny was abused as a child,
Yeah.
man. That'll mess you up.
That doesn't give
every
you
villain.
an
Every
excuse.
villain.
She wasn't like trying to hurt Forrest or anything. She just did. And then she lied. She's like, hey, Forrest, I'm going to go off and do whatever. I'll
Yeah.
see you when you're a shrimp billionaire.
gonna go run it.
So in
And then,
fairness,
this is your
at the
kid
end
that I
of the
didn't tell you about
movie,
for 4 years.
when they get back together, she's like, I was really messed up for a really long time.
Yeah, right.
That is
until
her
he had money.
apologizing. No,
Yeah,
that is
when
her
she's, like, on her
apologizing.
deathbed.
She raised that kid by herself, and like she didn't contact him because he was what 5 or 6 when she phoned him. Like she did try to take a stab on her own. I'm not saying, hey, Jenny fucked up.
Yeah.
Jenny fucked up.
Yeah.
But look, like,
Jenny had a rough go.
do some reading, Andrew. That's not his kid.
Sometimes there's just not enough
Okay,
rocks.
whose kid
Yeah.
is it then?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Why is it not his kid?
Because there's just no way it's his kid. It just doesn't all add up. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm okay with just thinking
Yeah.
that it's Forrest's kid.
Yeah. But anyways, I think Jenny was one I was going to mention. What about this is a Lotso Huggen Bear from Toy Story 3 is the biggest villain of all time. He left them in the fucking furnace to die, and then they all held hands. I got to tear up thinking about this. And all the toys were like, I guess we're just going to be incinerated together, but we're together. And it made for like the saddest moment in movie history.
Didn't see it.
Don't.
I heard
well-
4 was worse, but I never
Yeah.
watched 4.
Yeah,
Well,
I've never seen.
But
4
this
either.
this bear and this bear
This
in Toy
fucking
Story.
bear.
Trust me, anyone who's seen it knows.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
He's
Ted. Yeah.
he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe Shredder. Shredder from
Mm.
Teenage Mutant
Bebop
Turtles.
and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Crushes on both of them.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Weird.
And then
I
you
know.
married a guy with the exact opposite body type of either of them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
and,
we
and
went
the
through,
human.
we went through a lot of villains there. That's way more than I thought.
Yeah. Well, there's just so many. There's even I have more that I'm not even gonna to list off because there's just too many. But thank you again, everyone, as always, for taking part in the in our deer call. And I realized like the deeper I try to get with these, the less answers we get. So just gotta stick
Keep it
to
light.
crap like this. Yeah, everyone.
Keep it light. Keep it fun.
There we go. All right. Well, again, a lot of movie talk today, and we're going to keep it going for the game again in honor of the Oscars. We played this game a little while ago, so we're going to do a part 2 of a game I called "What the Flick," because when it's all capitalized, it kind of looks like "What the fuck," and it's funny.
Clever.
Yeah. But basically, it's just a game I have where everyone's going to take a turn reading the cards. You pull a what and a who. Everyone else has to come up with a movie title based on those 2 subjects. And then whoever's reading it's going to collect the answers, pick the best one, very similar to things in a box. So we're going to do 5 rounds. Everyone reads a card once. And whoever has the highest score is going to, there's this very nice big leather chair here in the new studio that we haven't used yet. That's going to be the winner's chair from now on. So if you win, you spend all of next episode in the winner's chair. If you're not here the next episode, too bad. And Lund, what about the loser?
Well, since the Food and Beverage Expo is coming up next month, the loser has to buy everyone here that attends the expo, 10 tokens. So that works out to be like $20 or $30.
Love it.
So
$20, yeah, $5 a person.
So yeah, don't be lost.
I might be.
Oh well, I hope it's not me.
All right, so we can get right into it. Aaron's going to kick us off, and then I guess we'll just go around the circle. And I know this, we're going to definitely edit this for time because I'm sure the first one's going to take a little while. But again, this is part 2 of What the Flick.
This movie is a thriller about a deep space flight attendant. Deep space flight attendant. A flight attendant in deep space. You're thinking Star Wars. You're thinking Star Trek. You're thinking Mars Attacks.
I wasn't thinking any of those things.
All right, well, think of some of your favorite airplane movies.
Mhm. Like Airplane.
Yep.
Or Airplane 2.
Yeah.
Those are 2 of them.
Boy, this is a tough one to start with.
Sorry,
Oh,
a
sorry.
deep space flight attendant?
Yeah.
You're looking,
Are you
you're
looking
you're
it up?
looking it up?
Hey, no phones. No
Yeah,
phones.
no phones.
Damn it.
That should have
ChatGPT.
not even have to be said. I just feel
Kevin
like I
is the
can't
best
come up
at
with
this
anything.
The flight attendant part's what's
Yeah.
screwing me.
Just
What-
a plane movie, man. Snakes on a plane.
That's a throwaway.
It's part of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just like,
shuffle them up, no cheating.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't like accidentally erase
I think
them.
some of yours might have rubbed off on the.
I think it's fine.
Title of a movie.
If it's
Some
rubbed
of
off, I
yours
have
might have
something
rubbed
different.
off.
Napkin for you guys.
Oh,
to
is
wipe
this
the
Aaron's
board.
bloody
No,
napkin?
those are fresh.
Okay,
They just
good.
was crumpled. So we have what was it again?
A movie about a deep space flight attendant. Houston, would you like a beverage?
Oh.
Soul plane to Mars. Oh, I like this one. Stewardess in the stars.
Oh.
And the winner, Mile High Martians.
Yeah.
Oh,
How did that
come
win?
on.
Boo.
Come on. God.
I just wrote Mile High and I was like, what's another M word?
All right. Know your audience, I guess.
Yeah, Aaron usually picks bad ones.
I
so I've
truly do.
benefited From that.
That's why I thought Stewardess in the Stars.
Yeah,
would
you
be
had
so-
it until
would be
Mile
so-
High
Yeah, that was-
Martians.
that was-
Just-
that you would like.
Yeah,
That
I
was
did
good.
until
just for everyone, so everyone knows too. Like I'll take the point, but I took a long. Everyone was mad at how long.
No.
I took
My
for
other
that
idea
one.
was Stewranus.
Uranus.
I didn't think it would land.
Yes!
Oh.
Especially reading it off a card.
yes.
Yeah, always go with yeah.
Even if I read it wrong, if you had corrected me, the point goes
Yeah.
to Kevin.
No, too
Well,
bad.
Naughty sandwich.
Naughty sandwich. A movie about a naughty sandwich.
Oh, gross. I don't think.
This is so gross. Hopefully this lands.
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I can't. You can't say that one.
I'm sorry, Lund.
Mine's just gross.
Yeah, so is mine. Just say it. Worst case, we edit it out. Don't make Kevin's mistake. You're not supposed to read them yet,
Oh, I'm
because then you know who said
Okay.
it.
Fair enough. That's gonna be hard to compete with,
Yeah,
though.
see, that's why you can't read them yet.
Well, I think you gave it away by apologizing.
Let's see if this one lands.
I'm just ashamed of how quickly that came to me.
Just a couple of naughty sandwiches out there.
This might be more of an adult film, I think, based on
Yeah.
these titles, which is the last time that's how this game went.
I mean,
Hold it together, Ted.
Ugh. This is so gross. It's not even good. It's just gross.
fine.
Ew. It's got. Is it
You're
not?
not-
Is it
You're
You're
naughty?
not
or
sick.
is
You're
it
just
No.
gross. It's fine.
Okay,
It's just gross.
so Andrew, this is a movie about what is it about?
A naughty sandwich.
Yeah, that was your
That's
cue.
Thank you.
Yes, sorry. I was reading Aaron's thing. So, this is a movie about a naughty sandwich. The Adventures of Salami and Roast Beef, spelt salimi.
Some of us don't eat salami.
That's the salami's
It's
name.
fair. The BLT threesome.
I might have lost.
You're gonna have to beat that one.
Oh my god. Oh my
That's cool. Well done.
Oh god.
Man. Oh, this is going to be hard to get through. Corned beef on Ryan.
Oh.
All of these are just
I don't-
bleeped out.
I don't eat corned beef.
It just said nothing about you eating it.
Corned beef on Ryan.
Get it? 'Cause it's like corned beef on rye. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ryan.
I'm ashamed at how quickly that came to you.
Yeah.
That was
quick.
quick.
The sloppy hoe.
Oh, it's so simple.
None of this can go on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it can.
Yeah.
What's wrong
Those
with
are good.
anyone?
Those are good
Yeah.
answers.
Oh.
Wow, that's well done,
Yeah,
guys.
That was
well done.
Aaron, you didn't pick good cards apparently.
Well, that went way better than I expected.
Oh man.
That's
Anything that can basically be a porno.
Aaron
Mile High
definitely,
Martian.
Aaron definitely doesn't win.
Oh.
Oh, man.
You don't like salimi?
I don't know what to do with these
I
three,
don't know
though. These
how
are
to
all
spell
awesome.
salami.
Can I just give out 3 points? Because holy shit. Oh, man.
Originally, I just wrote down grilled cheese, which is also
Yeah,
just
yeah that, in its simplicity.
All right. That, you know what? Props to all three of you guys. That was well done. For creativity's sake, though, I got to go with the BLT.
No, that
That's
know your audience.
Ugh.
well done, Lundy.
was good. Where you go? He's just a walk-off win. All right, Kevin, what do you got for us?
All right. In honor of my lifelong hero, John Cena, turning into a bad guy,
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I need a movie about an evil pro wrestler.
That's a good one. A movie? Oh, I guess they're all movies.
But an evil pro wrestler.
Evil pro wrestler.
Oh God, my instinct is to dig deep into my shallow pool of wrestling knowledge, but
I might have, and I don't know.
I'm not going to win this one. But I stand by it.
Yeah, I stand by
Yeah,
mine.
me too.
We are looking for movie titles about an evil pro wrestler.
Yeah.
The Mic Toucher.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's
Hey.
some-
Yeah.
The Macho Man Randy Sandwich. I think we're a question old.
That would have
That would
won.
be funny
last
though. Oof. The Vince McMahon story. Watch that on Netflix. It's pretty.
That's a good, yeah.
Huh?
And Donald Thump.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Mic Toucher because
Let's
it
go.
made me laugh the most.
Yeah,
You
let's
knew-
go.
All right, so Lund has 2, Ted has 1, everyone else has 0. Now Lund is going to read his.
All right, we're looking for a movie about a down and out monster.
Down and out monster.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, Kevin's
Down
been
and
quick
out.
with these.
Down and out
Oh,
monster.
Andrews.
A down and out monster. A movie about a down and out monster.
Keep saying it.
It'll
Oscar
help.
the Grouch, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dracula.
Yeah, give me more ideas. Yeah.
You're helping
You
your
always think of
competition.
current movies.
I mean, Oscar the Grouch.
Literally none of those are current. Oscar the
Well,
Grouch has
like,
lived in a trash can for 30
Made
years.
like movies that are already made.
More than that.
Oh, yeah.
Think about like every Muppet. That's a monster.
Who's that chef?
No, he's Swedish. He's a person. He has a mustache.
He's
Like when
probably
they
my,
ask
he's probably my
William
favorite
Nylander to
Muppet.
say to pronounce his name.
Take your time. Take your time.
Fine, it's a Nookie monster.
No. I said take your time.
No, it's fine. Just let her write that.
I got nothing, man.
We're looking for a movie about a down and out monster. This one's pretty good. P. Diddy.
Holy shit.
I wish I was that clever.
Oh, man.
Frankensad. That's pretty good. Whoever came out, that's good. Cracula. Oh, that's very clever.
Oh.
Very clever. Monsters Sink.
I was going to write that and I didn't.
Monsters Sink. Oh, I like that one.
Oh, no, I should have wrote it. Imagine if two of us wrote it.
I have to go with P. Diddy,
Yeah.
though. I laughed the most.
Yeah.
See,
That was the most.
Red TMZ.
That was the most topical. Yeah. Frankensad was a close number 3.
Aaron said Dracula and then Cracula came
Yeah.
right
Dracula's
to
pretty
mind.
good.
So it's
Oh, here you can use
2-1-1-0-0.
I only bled a little.
I don't mean to put pressure on Kevin or Aaron, but one of you two is going to finish in last
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Or if it's a tie, then maybe you're just.
That's fine if I finish
Yeah.
last, as long as I finish.
Oh,
I like that attitude. I like that attitude.
okay.
Sometimes it's not even about finishing; it's just about playing the game.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But finishing is better.
It's the journey, not the destination.
Sometimes it's a destination.
Yeah, I know. This is just what guys say who aren't good at sex. Okay.
All right.
This should be wide open, I hope. Give me a movie about a celebrity farm animal. Kevin, come up with a good one here because I think you got Aaron on the ropes.
That's why I'm thinking.
Oh, I win.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you win the chair next time. Oh, yeah, because I only have one.
Yeah.
All right. It's not my best work, but truly nothing tonight has been.
You never know, though.
Yeah.
I know.
I handed in one after like 24 minutes and
Yeah.
said, this is a throwaway,
True.
and I won.
My Line Martian is a movie I would watch.
Yeah.
You were in tough to beat P. Diddy, though.
Yeah.
That was.
I thought
fair.
Cracula was great.
I thought
too.
that.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was-
honestly,
it was
that was my
nice.
number 2.
Yeah, it was
the
nice.
Monsters
That was the best
Sink one
play on a
was-
monster, but
Yeah.
the P did, and I knew that was Andrew instantly.
I didn't know who it was.
Why?
because that's your
I didn't.
that's your wit.
I've never heard Andrew say anything funny.
Ouch.
Okay, Frank and Sad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Kevin, are you sure?
No, it's not.
You got. Oh,
You guys might have to flip a coin or
we might have to
something.
tie. We might
No,
have to have-
everybody's
we might have to have
getting
overtime here between you
tickets
two.
or tokens, whatever they are,
Yeah.
from both of us.
Yeah, split the $20 of tokens.
Or you
between
can
the
I
three
think
of
we
us.
Or
can
you
each do 20 bucks. Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
that
that
too,
better
yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm still going to be impartial here. All right, so this was. this is so bad it might win. This is a movie about a celebrity farm animal. Simon Cowell.
Yeah, fair.
Like the cow owl.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, we got it, Ted.
Bacon, the story of Babe.
Could have just gone with Kevin Bacon.
I think the Adventures of Timothy Chalamet.
Why is everybody into cows?
They're hot right
They're
now.
farm animals.
There are other farm animals.
What is Tom Moose?
Tom Cruise.
Oh,
That's
A lot
actually
of cows.
funny.
I thought this was going to turn
Thanks,
out a little
Meryl
bit- yeah.
Sheep, but Tom Moose is just
Tom
fine.
Moose. Okay, now I get it. Tom Moose.
Well, I think we know
Go
who's
fuck
who's.
yourself.
Well, I kind of now that it was now it was explained to me, I like it, but
Those are the best jokes.
Should have went with Will Ferrell hogs.
Yeah, you should have.
I think I gotta go with Simon Cowell.
It's big.
Oh,
Oh no, I don't win. I forgot Andrew had one.
Yeah.
Should we do a
Tiebreaker?
tiebreaker
Yeah,
for first
For winner
and
and
last?
loser. That means Ted has to do it again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Ted, give us another.
All right, so Andrew gets the point there, which means we have a tie for first and a tie for last. Strybosh and coworker Aaron tied for last. Andrew and Lund for first. So we're going to do one more since I am just right in the middle. We are going to do a tiebreaker, and I'm going to rank them. So that way, if you rank above the person you're tied with, you win. It's that simple. So we're going to do a movie about a love-struck chef. A love-struck chef. A lot on the line here, Lund.
Yeah, chair.
What's that show with that Jeremy guy? Who's Jeremy White?
The Bear.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah. I was just thinking that too, but
It's not good. I'm going to be
You
buying
just
you
have
all
to be
the
better than
tickets.
Kevin.
I don't think I will be.
In the aggregate, I've been much better in this whole game.
Yeah.
You always are. Your wordplay is...
Were you the babe one last time?
I was a babe
Oh,
one.
that was pretty
Yeah.
bad.
No.
I
Your
thought it was-
Kevin's
I
wordplay
was Timothy
is...
Chalamet.
That was close. That was really close.
Wasn't my best.
You go from
but
Meryl Sheep and can't get Tom Moose.
Yeah. Well, it's just yeah.
I thought I
it's
had
fine.
Monsters.
I was trying to think-
Monster Sync.
Yeah. The best would have been if we both put that. That would have been like, oh, this is either going to be unbelievable or really bad.
I like running games. I don't like playing them.
Yeah. Well, you never like are up to be punished. It's not
I
fair.
also get tired.
Yeah.
It's so late.
Here we go. This is a big tiebreaker. I'm going to rank them. This is a movie about a love-struck chef. Is this supposed to be Gordon Ramsay? Did I? I won't. I think that's right. The Bear Hug. The Bear. Okay. Gordon Ramsay's Meat Cute. Oh. Baking a bun in her oven. He's actually Gordon Ramsay. I have to go with Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, champion.
God.
Oh, I don't
Ramsay.
know.
That's my chair, baby.
Then I'm gonna go with. It's tough between two of them.
Because they're all
It
bad.
may not matter. I'm gonna go with Gordon Ramsay's Meat Cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Shit.
And I'm sorry, Aaron, but I liked baking a bun in her oven.
Honestly, I did too.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, well.
All right.
Well,
Aaron,
congrats, Andrew.
You rarely ever play games, Aaron, and when you do, you lose.
Yeah, fair. True.
And Andrew gets the winner's throne
The throne.
next
All right.
episode.
Now you have to
Looking
show up.
forward to it.
All right. Well, that was a very long recording at the very least. So, really quick, let's wrap things up with everyone's final thoughts, if you have any.
No.
You just being a sore loser, or you just
Oh
wanna go
no,
home?
I've been a distraction this entire time. I'm just trying to get us out of here.
If it's fair, Andrew's been worse.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad I can contribute.
Hey, but congrats on the win.
Thanks. Yeah, first
You got
win.
in everyone's head. Yeah.
Always be thankful you have 2 working Achilles tendons
Mm.
and run on your own side of the path.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Sage
Left
advice.
shoulder to left shoulder.
I could just sit here forever. This chair is very comfortable.
Mhm.
Like this is a much better setup.
It has
so-
been forever.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with tonight.
So, thank you again. I think it's awesome to be in the new studio. And as always, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Bo's Bar and Stage. Of course, Riley, for having us at this brand new location of Communal Creative Studios. If you haven't already, make sure you're following us on social media. I'm going to do this really quick. If you're a new listener or viewer, everything, all of our previous episodes are anywhere you get your podcast or on YouTube as well. And that's it. So, as always, thank you to you for tuning in once again to the Oh Dear podcast. For Ryan Lund, Andrew Russell, the athlete Kevin Strybosh, and co-worker Aaron, this order is way different than what I imagined when I wrote this. But I'm Ted Emmett. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Oh dear.
Oh Dear is recorded on location at Communal Creative Studios in Red Deer, Alberta. Previous episodes of the Oh Dear podcast can be found on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. For more content, subscribe to Oh Dear on YouTube and follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. If you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions for future content, contact us at ohdearpodcast@gmail.com.